Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have TV recommendations today. I have book recommendations today. The mystery of the water bowl has been solved. It was solved very, very late last night while I was sitting out here. I have so many things to share with you guys today. So I don't really, I don't really know where to get started. We should start with time and temperature check. Let's get started with a time and temperature check. It is currently 4:37 p.m. and the temperature is, hold on a second, let's see. It is currently 82 degrees outside and it says it's cloudy. This week has been the week of cancellations. I mean, it has been, I started this week and I was like, I looked at my calendar book. So I have a little calendar book that I keep next to my computer. I am very old school. I keep a lot of notes in my notes app, but I don't use my calendar or my phone at all, which my husband, my cousin, everybody is like, why don't you just use your calendar? I just don't use my calendar or my phone at all. I keep Post-it notes, and anyway, I have Post-it notes and I have lists written out. I am a notepad, notebook kind of person. So anyway, I have a calendar book that I keep next to my computer, and I have like Post-it notes in it of like which days I have stuff to do and whatever. And I remember last Sunday, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many things that I have to do this week. I have so many, Monday I had my hair appointment, which that was the one thing that actually happened. Tuesday was couples counseling, which ended up getting rescheduled to next week. And then I was going to go to a meeting with Tanya Jean on Tuesday night. And then she ended up having to like work really, really late. And so then Wednesday was Cousin Fun Day, which Caroline had meetings later that she couldn't do. And so but then she was like, oh, I can come pick you up for like, I think it was like 2 to 2:30 or something. I was like, let's just skip this week. I did have therapy yesterday. Tonight, we were supposed to go have dinner with one of Alex's like college friends and her husband. But he just texted me and said, like an hour ago, and said that she had to cancel because she's sick. So that got canceled tonight. And then my neighbor Laura was texting me. I mean, this all just happened in the last hour. Laura texted me and she said, want an evening swim tonight, even if it's short? And I said, yeah, sure, just text me later. And she said, okay, I'm thinking like 9 or 9:30, which was perfect because I want to take a walk tonight. We're going to get to the walk in just a second from last night. And so I was like, this is perfect. We can go from like 9 to 10. And I said, okay, I'll just plan on it. She said, okay, great. And then like 10 minutes later, she texted me and she goes, never mind. My friend needs a babysitter. Rain check for tomorrow night? And I said, yeah, sure. She goes, okay, great. And I'm going to get some reading done when I put the baby to sleep tonight. And I said, okay, sounds good. So I guess we're going to get caught back up on Ice Planet Barbarians. I kind of put that book on hold a little bit because she wasn't really reading it. Nikki finished the first one and she said she's not reading any more of them. I'm into it only to find out like what happens going forward. But in all honesty, I am so into the Kayla Stone books right now, the Armageddon books and the zombie apocalypse books. Tanya and I were actually talking about this last night on the phone. It was so funny because Tanya is talking about, Tanya is in her fantasy era, okay? So I don't even know which series she's reading right now, but it's some fantasy series that's on Kindle Unlimited, and it has like 40 books in the series because she said she's on book 32. I said, how long ago did you start it? She goes, I started it like 2 weeks ago. And she goes, I'm reading like 2 books a day of this fantasy series. She's obsessed with it. And she's like, do you ever read, she's like, I know you like to read like cozy mystery series and stuff now. She said, do you ever read series of books? I don't think I've actually talked about this on here. She said, do you ever read series of books where it's like you think about it in your regular life? And I started laughing. She goes, no, like honestly, she's like when I'm like I go over to the kennel and I'm like looking at the woods and I'm like, are there fairies in the woods? And she's like, like wherever I am, I'm always thinking, like something fantastical is going to happen. I said, Tanya, I'm not even going to pull it up. I said, I have a notes app. I said, I'm so into like the Armageddon, apocalyptic books. I said, I'm so into these apocalyptic books, and I'm so into these the zombie Fallout books, any zombie book I love. But if you read these apocalyptic books or these zombie books, the main characters in there, like the main character of the Nuclear Dawn series by Kayla Stone, it takes place in Miami. She is a go bag, okay? Well, in the Edge of Collapse series, the main character has a go bag. They're like getting go bags together in the zombie fallout book. So any of these like apocalyptic zombie books and movies, well, maybe not so much movies, but books, they always have a go bag. And a go bag is like everything you would need if you needed to go, okay? Like batteries, like chargers, like cash, like they have like guns. We don't have all that. But anyway, like food that's like non-perishable food that will last, you know, like everything that you would need for like a week if you were like on the run from like zombies or like the end of the world. I literally have a notes app in my phone. Like every time I read something and they'll say like, oh, I pulled out like beef jerky from my go bag. I like write down like jerky, non-perishable food, or like batteries and stuff like that. I'm like always like this one book I was reading, it said something like, always have like at least like $300 in like cash, like in your go bag. I was like, I keep on thinking like, I need to have like, you know, like $300. Like I don't ever like really have cash on me ever. And I was like, I need to think about that just so I have, you know what I mean? It's like I have it for my go bag in case we have to go like in a moment. So anyway, it's like all this stuff like you read that you have to have in there. And I'm like, I've been really thinking about buying one of these like survivalist books. I'm not like don't worry about me. I'm not becoming like one of those people that's going to live off the grid or anything like that. Although I do think sometimes, not to be like one of them crazy people that lives off the grid and, you know, conspiracy theorists, not like that. But I do kind of think sometimes it would just be really, really nice to like, I mean, I couldn't make YouTube videos anymore, but to like live in a farm in the middle of nowhere where you like had no social media. Well, how would I watch my shows then too? But anyway, you know, just to live on like some farm out in the middle of nowhere where like you never got on social media, you never like really had to interact with anybody. Like that sounds so desirable to me sometimes, in all honesty. But anyway, so what was I saying though? So Tanya and I were talking about the whole like go bag thing. So okay, let's get to, I want to tell the last 24 hours in order because I'm already all over the place. Oh no, I know what I was going to say. I've been thinking about, like, I need to get one of those, like, survivalist handbooks that tells you, like, how to make a fire, how to do this. Like, I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. And so, like, if tomorrow the world ended, or, God forbid, a zombie apocalypse, I'm, like, one of those people, like, in all honesty, I fully believe in aliens. I think it's egotistic and arrogant to think that we are the only people that could possibly be in this entire universe and other the universes and black holes. I think that is very like egocentric. God, like I think it's almost kind of like omnicentric. Like you think you're God to think that there's nothing possible living out there at all. Although I will say this: several years ago, I watched this. Tanya and I were just talking about this the other night too. The Stephen Hawking's documentary. It's like 3 parts, and it's like the first part that is about like what aliens would look like on other planets. Has anybody watched this? Okay. First of all, it freaked me out to watch because it's a very like scientific show and whatever, and has all these like animations and stuff. But at the beginning of it, it talks about really how small the Earth is, and so it like starts in like New York City and it pans out to outer space, looking down on the Earth, right? Going past like all the different planets. And what you realize is we are small. I mean, I knew it already, but we are so small in the grand scheme of things. But then it goes into like, if there are like, the birds are so active on the bird feeders today. I am like so happy. And I put up my new bird feeder. We might do a field trip here to the bird feeders in a second, because I put up my new bird feeder. There's been a couple birds on it. Oh, there is a really little cardinal over there. Oh, it's like this big and it's bright red. I was just asking the other day if anybody's ever seen a baby cardinal. Has anybody ever seen like a baby? Do they not get red until they're like bigger? So the new bird feeder, like the bigger birds can't go on. I think they haven't figured it out yet how to sit on the edge of it. So it's like little birds that are going to it. I'm not sure I love this new bird feeder that I got. But anyway, I replaced it with the wooden one. The wooden one was so destroyed, I ended up I threw it away. What was I saying? Okay, so the Stephen Hawking's documentary. I don't remember what it was called. I'll look it up, so in case anybody... Oh, Laura's texting me again. What'd she say? Oh, it's about a dog that's loose back there. It's like a German Shepherd. She just sent a picture to the group about this dog that's behind the gate back there, behind her house. She put dog loose. I don't know whose dog that is. I've never seen that dog before. Oh, the Stephen Hawking's documentary. Stephen Hawking, I guess it is. Sorry. So if you corrected me, you can go in and delete that comment. Netflix. The Edge of All We Know. The Theory of Everything. About aliens. It's about aliens. It was on Netflix. Into the Universe. It must be what it's called. Did you know, it's on here, it says, what were Stephen Hawking's last words before he died? Stephen Hawking's last public message delivered in a speech included the words, be brave, be determined, overcome the odds. He also encouraged people to remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet, and to wonder about what makes the universe exist. Beautiful. But anyway, that documentary freaked me out because I think it was the first part. I don't even think I finished the documentary, if you want to know the truth, because in there it talks about like what would aliens look like on other planets if they really existed, and all I remember is this like elephant, a prehistoric elephant kind of looking thing that was like on the side of the planet, and it was like it had these, because of gravity not existing, like, anyway, it freaked me out. So I don't know, anyway, I do believe in aliens, but I have to tell you this too, because I've read so many books and I've watched so many movies, I honestly, like, right now, do I believe that, like, zombies could, like, start walking down the street? No, I really don't. But would I rule it out? Like, at 2 o'clock in the morning while I'm reading a book, do I believe in zombies? 100%. Do I think it could happen? I think it could in a way that we don't really know that it could, you know? One of the reasons why my husband will not watch The Last of Us is because he's read a lot about, like, that, what's it called, that virus, that reanimation virus or something. He's read all about that, so he won't watch that show. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I kind of do believe that maybe zombies could take over. I do, kind of. Do you? I mean, like, I know it's so far-fetched. It's not like it's going to happen. But I believe, like, maybe it could happen in a way that we're not aware of. Maybe I just kind of want to believe in zombie. Tanya and I always talk about it because she loves, like, The Walking Dead and stuff like that, too. And Fear the Walking Dead. She watches all this stuff. Somebody asked me the other day because I was talking about Z Nation. And they said, why didn't you like Z Nation? I thought Z Nation was like a less well-developed version of The Walking Dead. I didn't get that emotionally attached to the characters. I think that's part of why I didn't love it. But anyway, Tanya and I always talk about, like, so I've asked, Alex and I have this conversation. These are the kind of conversations you have with your husband when you've been married for almost, well, next month will be 14 years we've been married and 17 years we've been together. And, so, like, I've asked him this, like, so many times about, like, zombie apocalypses or, like, the end of the world, because I read all the apocalypse books. He's like, I would just, like, open the front door and go outside and get eaten by a zombie. I wouldn't even try to... I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I wouldn't even try to survive. He's like, you talk about this go bag stuff and boarding up the window. I mean, I've got it all planned out, how we board up the windows. And then our condos are all connected. So we would, like... I've even told my neighbors this. They just laugh. That we would, like, shovel, like, you know, tunnels in between our condos so that all of us would be connected. And we could just be, like, one big, compound or whatever. Alex is like, I just, like, walk out and let a zombie eat me. He's like, I was like, you would do that to me? He's like, what's the point? He's like, all those people end up dying at some point anyway. Then they just, like, live in misery for, like, 3 to 4 years. He's like, my husband is such, he is, like, lives completely in the logical and literal. He just is not at all. Tanya and I are always talking about, like, where would we go? Like, we've talked about, like, we would go to the kennel, and, like, you know, like, it's all gated and fenced in, and we would, like, go in there and, you know, like, then, like, you know, have all the dogs in a room together, and then the zombies would just be trying to get in, and we'd be, like, you know, like, she's got, like, a flat roof at one point, we'd just be up there taking out the zombies. Tanya and I would, though, we would survive a zombie apocalypse. We'd be, like, starting entire communities and things like this. This van coming down here is... This looks like a serial killer van coming down the neighborhood. So, every time I get on here and vlog anymore... Oh, just waved at me. That was weird. It was like this old blue... I swear to God, if I go missing, it was this old, like, navy blue grayish van. And, like, the side just looked like it had been stripped and through hell. And the guy that was driving it, do you guys remember the music video for Midnight Oil? What was that band back in the day? I can't remember, but anyway, let's look it up. Do you remember the lead singer that was like tall and bald? That's who the guy looked like. But he was real friendly. He waved to me. Was the band called Midnight Oil? Midnight Oil song. Do you remember he's like stomping out in the desert? Why do I remember that song? Beds Are Burning. Is that it? Midnight Oil? What was the Dead Heart? I don't know that song. Let's look at images and see if the guy comes up. Yes. That's what the guy looked like that was just driving the van by here. Was it Mark Goodyear from Foxhole? He better not try to come up in here. So, what was I going to say? Okay, so anyway... Oh, last night. So I'm trying. Like, I gotta tell this in order. But whenever I sit down to vlog anymore, I don't know if like my life has slowed down so much or what, but it just seems like the last 24 hours seems so long ago. So anyway, do you remember yesterday my vlog? It was so weird because as soon as I got on my walk, I was like literally 5 minutes into my walk, and I remember on my vlog I said it's actually kind of a nice evening to vlog to walk. It's like there's kind of a breeze. It's not very humid. Baby, it was humid down last night. It was so humid. I was 5 minutes into the walk. I was sweating bullets. I was like, no, you're going to do this. You're going to keep it. I've got to get back to the 2-hour things again, because the night before I'd walked for an hour and 30 minutes. A couple nights ago, I don't remember, it was like 36 minutes or something like that. I'm like, my goal is to get back to doing the 2-hour walks. This weekend... So I ordered one of those stair-step things that was I showing you guys that on here? Those little stair-step things. And so anyway, I looked up all the reviews, and I bought the one that has the best reviews on it. It had like 4,000 reviews on it or something. So I bought one of those. So this weekend, my goal is to clean out this little area. I mean, the basement is pretty much like, the basement, all it just needs to be done is, like, the books need to be taken to the donations, and then I need to buy, like, the plastic boxes to put, like, the stuff that I want to keep in there, and there's, like, other stuff that we need. There's, like, some furniture down there that we need to get rid of and stuff like that. The basement's pretty much cleared out. I want to get a little area kind of where the washer and dryer are. I also need to buy new weights, because I bought 5, 10, and 15 pound weights, and I'm almost, like, out of that. Like, I need, like, the 20, 25, 30 pound weights. And then I'll have, like, the set. I don't think I'll be going over 30 pounds anytime soon. So, I need a new, like, the next weights up. And then I'll have 5 to 30 pound free weight sets. I have been lifting weights quite a bit. So, but I have that. And then I bought the perfect ab cruncher. It's like, you, like, can do this, like, perfect sit-up thing. I know these are probably all cheesy. I don't care. My dad had one when I was growing up, and I loved it. And then I bought the thing that you do like this. But you know what I'm talking about? Have you guys seen these things online? I'm trying to create my own little gym here at home without buying the machines and stuff. So anyway, but my goal this weekend is to, like, create a little area in the basement with the walking pad and that kind of stuff, so that I can just go down there. And then I can just, like, listen to my audiobook while I'm lifting weights and whatever. We actually have a big mirror in the basement, so I'm going to put the big mirror in front of it so I can, like, lift weights in front of it, all that kind of stuff. So I want to have a little area down there with, like, a chair and the walking pad and all that kind of stuff. So all that stuff will be in the basement. Well, the walking pad's already down there. So that I can put all that stuff together. I have to put all this stuff together, first of all. Well, I'll tell you one of the reasons why I bought the stair stepper that I did. And I'm going to do a whole video showing all this kind of stuff on my Peter Does Stuff channel when the stair stepper gets here. Because it's one that you literally just lift out of the bag or the box, and it's already put together. Like, you don't have to assemble it. I don't want to... The stomach cruncher I have to assemble. The chest thing I have to assemble. I don't love assembling. I'm not good at it. I always screw it up, and I don't love doing it. So anyway, but I want to get a little area down there because for the winter, number one. Number two, I think if I use it more often, I mean, I never thought I would walk as much as I do. So I think if I start using it more often down there and go down there, then I'll just get used to it and I'll do it. And God knows when we're going to have the basement redone. So I'm just going to work on that this weekend and have a little area around there. Also, oh my gosh, the tripod fell. That was crazy. It was really weird how it happened too. It just kind of like went really quick down. Anyway, I make all these goals for the weekend and then it's the weekend and none of them happens. I also want to put the table together because I want to move this white one over here because the ferns are just kind of like lined up over here. I watered them all last night. They're doing pretty good. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ferns and they're all doing pretty good. But I want to put the table together. Honest to God, speaking of assembly stuff, I don't even know what that assembly is going to look like. I mean, it may just be shoving pieces together and it may take 2 seconds. I don't know. Or it may be like, but I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm going to do the table because I keep on putting it off and now it's the middle of July. But anyway, I also have another table that has this mosaic top on it that I might bring out for here. But this white table, this one, I don't know if you can see it, but this little white table right here, I want to put over there in the corner to put Fernalicious on. And then I also want to put a shepherd's hook right there. I have one in the garage. There goes that van again. I also want, I have a couple shepherd's hooks. I want to put one right there because somebody after Boo Radley passed away, I don't remember who sent it to me. If you sent it to me, thank you so much. I love it. I've saved it all this time. Sent me wind chimes that have dog paws on it, and I think it says Boo Radley's name, and so I want to hang it right there. I want to put some wind chimes out here. I love wind chimes. People have sent me them for years. I have some bamboo ones. I have some metal, really nice metal ones. I want to hang some wind chimes out here. I also think what I want to do is somebody had sent me this thing about cardinals. It's like this big board. I want to put it back up there, and then it's red on it. And I think I'm going to replace these pillows with the red ones that I have in the basement. So this weekend I kind of want to fix up some stuff around the house. But anyway, so last night, when I got done vlogging, I was like rendering the vlog. It was last night, Thursday. I'm trying to think through last night. Oh, Alex was at dinner with his girlfriends for her birthday. And then afterwards they went to 1933, which was where my neighbors went for their anniversary. And they had like a glass of wine and then he came home. So when I got the vlog rendered, when I was rendering the vlog, I cleaned out the street. It was interesting because, well, first of all, it was a mess to clean up. When I got out there, it wasn't like, who's texting me? Oh, Laura just texted the group. He's back home. She found his home. Just texted the group. Okay, so when I was looking at it here, it just looked like it was like a straight line of like glass. It actually looked like there was more sitting here than there was when I got out to the street. So now everybody's texting about this dog. So I took a trash bag and I took the broom and the little, like, what do you call it? The dust thing, you know, that you sweep stuff up into. Anyway, I took it out there to clean the street. There was really, now when I walked last night, I saw it, like, it was like every probably like 100 feet, there was more, but I didn't see any by Laura's or anything, because I was going to clean it up. But when I got down there, it was like actually spread out. Like it looked like a clear line, but it was actually spread out over about like a 5-foot length across the street, like into my neighbor's yard across the street. But it was a little bit here, a little bit there. I mean, so I started like sweeping it all together and I thought it'd be real easy to pick up, but the sizes were all, I mean, some were very small and some were very big. I ended up literally sitting out there for like 45 minutes, picking it up by hand and putting it in the trash bag because I just couldn't, when I swept it and then it would go into the grass. And so the edge of the grass, I'm like, I don't want any little animals to get hurt. So I'm going through the grass last night, listening to my audiobook and I'm like picking it up one by one. I got it all cleared up, thank God. So I got the glass cleaned up and when I came inside, I was like, I really want to go for this walk. So the vlog at that point was rendered, so I started uploading it and I changed. my compression shorts, I had to order a smaller size of my compression shorts because the compression part of my shorts is like baggy now. So I ordered smaller shorts. They had come yesterday, so I was like, I want to try them out anyway. So the compression shorts that I have are like, they're like workout shorts, but then underneath them, they have like built-in compression shorts. And they're great for walking. Because remember when I was getting like my thighs rubbing together and stuff like that? I'll show that maybe when I show like my workout haul or whatever. I don't know what I'll call it on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I'm not going to do that until the stair stepper thing comes. So anyway, and people always ask me about my walking shoes too that Alex bought me. Like, I looked them up online. They don't make them anymore. They're called Nike. They're Nike. They're fantastic. I love them. It's interesting because people reach out to me about the color, like they like the color of them because they're like green and like teal blue. I don't love the color of them in all honesty, but they're so comfortable. So I went online to see if they had like black or white pair or cream pair. They don't make the same ones anymore, but and I don't really need a new pair. They're still in good shape. When I come back, I have to literally pick rocks out of the bottom of them because there's so many rocks, like from walking on the side roads and stuff. So anyway, came inside, I started uploading my vlog, and I texted Alex, and I was like, I think that was when, I got started on my walk late last night. It was like 9 o'clock, and they were going from dinner over to have a glass of wine. He was like, we're going over here for a glass, we're finishing up dinner, we're going to go have a glass of wine, and then I'll be home. And I said, okay. So I said, I'm getting ready to go on my walk. So I got on my walk, and I was like 5 minutes in. It was so humid out last night. Like, I was having such a hard time. I mean, I just was like, oh my God, I am so out. I mean, I just felt out of it. And I was so excited about my walk. I was so excited to listen to this book because Nikki got me started listening to this book. Oh my God, what is this long text in the Coalition of Disgruntled? Somebody said, oh my, thanks for the heads up. Oh, Laura said I have his number now, sharing it in case you guys see him again. Told us what the dog's name is. She's able to get him on his deck. And he came up to me for me to pet him. He isn't overtly aggressive. He's very sweet. Okay, and then so she was like, this is who to contact in case he gets out again. I guess Laura's seen him before. I've never seen that dog before. But anyway, so, what was I saying? Oh, so I was on my walk. Oh, the book that I was listening to. So I finished this book last night. Hold on, let me pull up my Goodreads. I liked it okay. Nikki talked about how it was so scary and blah, 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 whatever. It was the night before that I was listening to it, but the last part of it I thought was dumb. Night Watcher by Daphne Woolsencroft. I gave it 3 stars. There were parts of it that made me want to give it 4 stars, but I just was like, I couldn't do it. So I wanted to finish that last night, and I wanted to finish, because Nikki and I said that we were going to start the Christmas in July books today, which I did start, and it is called, the one I'm reading is called, in case you guys want to read it, Christmas, it's real short, Christmas Presents by Lisa Unger. And I really like it so far. I'm not that far into it, but I really like it so far. What are the good reads? Hold on a second. Notifications. The bugs and everything. So I was on my walk, and I was like, there were so many times that I was like, I'm gonna turn back. Well, when I got to I went around the neighborhood, and when I came back over to where the back gate is, I was like, go out of the neighborhood. Because if you keep on walking around the neighborhood, you're just gonna go home. Like, you're just gonna be like, I'm too tired, it's too hot, I'm gonna go home. So I was like, walk out the back gate. So I went out the back gate, and at that point it was starting to get dark. And so I went up and down these streets, and like there's a way that I usually do it, and like I skip a street, come back a street. Anyway, so I did all that last night, and it still wasn't getting dark. That point, it was about 45 minutes, and so I was like, okay, walk down this street and then walk back around, and that would take me like another like half an hour, and I knew that would be like an hour and 15 minutes. And so I did that. By the time I got home, I was done, baby. I was out. Like, I was like, I came down the street, and usually I'll be like, no, just push it 15 minutes more. I was like, nope, it's time to go home. It's time to go home. So I came home. It was so hot and humid last night. I was like, and next week, it's supposed to be, there's like heat index warnings. The humidity is supposed to be off the charts. It's supposed to rain every day. It's supposed to rain every day, I think like starting tomorrow. I thought it was supposed to rain today, but it hasn't rained at all. I think starting tomorrow it's supposed to rain like every day for the next... Let's see if it's going to rain at all tonight. No. No rain. 8 a.m. Variable clouds with scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon. A few storms may be severe. Sunday, storms. Monday, it's overcast, stray shower. Oh, Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be nice. Sunshine and clouds mixed on Tuesday. Of course, the one day now we have couples counseling on Tuesday. Wednesday, 91, sunshine and clouds. I guess they were saying rain for the next 10 days. Well, next Friday and Saturday, but Wednesday, Thursday, 91, 93, partly cloudy. I'm going to go to the pool 1 or 2 days next week. I'm definitely going to the pool because I haven't really gone to the pool a whole lot this time. I mean, at night and stuff, but not to like spend a whole day at the pool. So 1 or 2 days next week, I'm definitely going to the pool for the whole day. Oh, what did I say it was going to be tomorrow? Tomorrow's not going to be a pool day, is it? Saturday? No. Sunday, rain showers early with isolated thunderstorms? No. So yeah. We'll see what day I'm gonna. Maybe Caroline will want to go to the pool on Wednesday. Although because we didn't do this Wednesday, I do have some errands I need to run this next weekend. So I got back, and I was like, I'm gonna eat something, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna lay down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna watch my shows. So I like fixed my dinner last night and stuff, and I had all this stuff sitting out there to eat, and like I started watching Big Brother, and so right as I got like 10, so it was the first eviction last night. I got like 10 minutes into it, and Tanya called, and I was like, okay, I want to take this phone call and talk to Tanya. So maybe I was 15. I had finished my dinner, and so I talked to Tanya, and she was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm watching Big Brother. I was so kind of bored of it, to be honest with you. I like this season of Big Brother. I'm not bored of it as a show, but I was kind of bored of the episode last night. They were showing so much stuff from the past week that I'd already seen. This season, I will tell you this. Last season, like Nikki and Mel and I were so into it. Alex watched it. I was reading like all the spoilers online. I'm not doing that this year. Like I'm not looking up the spoilers on the web. I used to watch this or look at this website called like Morty's website or something like that, which has all the Big Brother up. I'm not looking at that. If I see it, I see it, but I'm not looking for it. I just want to watch the show and just enjoy it this year. That was a decision that I made like last night. I was like, I'm just not gonna. Because I keep on going back and forth between like wanting to know like who's the head of household, and I thought, no, just watch the show. Like it'll make it. Because last year I got kind of bored of the show because I already knew what had happened on it. So I ended up talking to Tanya for like. Well, I talked to her while I cleaned up my dinner, and then I sat back in the chair and we talked for a little bit, and then she said something about how nice it was outside. So I came out. I said, "Girl, it's humid. I could hardly even finish my walk tonight." And so Tanya and I talked for a long time. Then when I got done, I was like, I'm gonna go take a shower and like lay down and take a nap. When I went upstairs, that's when Alex texted me and said he was on his way home. So I said, I'm taking a shower, I'm getting ready to lay down. So I took a shower. When I got out of the shower, he was home, and so he was gonna watch. Well, I didn't realize Love Island USA was over. I didn't realize it was over. So that's over. I think UK's over. He's waiting for the reunion, which I guess is on our anniversary. Which is August 25th. I said, when's the reunion? He goes, I think I'm right about this. He goes, August 25th at 9 p.m. I go, that's our anniversary. So we will have things to be doing that evening. He goes, so I can't watch. I said, you can watch the Love Island reunion. Our anniversary is on a Monday this year. How boring, you know what I mean? So anyway, so I laid down. And I fell out. I mean, I was like, he's watching one other season of Love Island. It's like a previous season of Love Island USA or UK. I have no idea. So he's watching a previous season of that. So he's like, I'm going to watch like 2 episodes and I'm going to go to bed. I didn't think he had any meetings today. He had his meeting this morning because the alarm, I went to bed late. And I got into bed and about 15 minutes late. I went to bed at like 6:30 this morning, you guys. I started watching a show last night that people were recommending to me, and it is so good. So at like 7 o'clock this morning, his alarm's going off. And I'm like, I thought you were going over, because he was going over it. So his friends from work, it's like 6 of them. His one friend lives real close to us, and she has a pool. She and her husband have a pool. So they were going to do like an all-day work thing. They were just hanging out at the pool. They've been hanging out at the pool all day long today. So anyway, he was going to come home at 4 because we were supposed to leave here at 5:30 for dinner. But then I texted him, I said, are you staying later? And he was like, yeah, oh my God, what is this long text? Oh. One of my neighbors just liked her comment. He said, yeah, probably, since we're not going to dinner tonight. I was like, take your time. I said, I'm going to vlog, get my other video up, and then I am going to take a walk. So be over there as long as you want. Because we're going to probably watch, I want to watch RuPaul's Drag Race tonight because the finale is today. And I already know who won. Because I did, see, this is why I don't like, one of the reasons, I'll tell you this, well, I don't ever get on Twitter. Like, hardly ever do I get on Twitter. And so, I don't see it. On Twitter, the RuPaul's Drag Race spoilers, the Big Brother spoilers, Survivor spoilers, I used to see all that stuff come up. On Instagram, rarely do I see it. I think I still follow, like, RuPaul's Drag Race or something like that on Instagram, but like if I see it come, like RuPaul's Drag Race will put like spoiler at the bottom of it, and so I'll just roll past it. I don't look for it. But somehow I saw today, anyway, so, but I still want to watch the finale. And we've got a couple housewives to catch up on and stuff like that. So anyway, he was in bed last night, and like I took a shower, and then I laid down, and I was out. I was absolutely out. Nikki texted me. I mean, I didn't get out of bed until like, I think it was like 1 o'clock. Nikki texted me. Hold on a second. What time did she text me? Because I told her she was hanging out with her husband, and so I told her that I would text her when I got up and we would talk. Oh, she texted me at 12:13. Yeah, I got up late. This is what, at 1:21 I texted her that I just woke up, and I said I got to. She said, "What are you doing?" I said I got to finish Big Brother. I watched like 10 minutes, and Tanya called, and then I laid down after I took a shower. I was so tired. So anyway, so I got up, came down here, and I wanted to do my prayers and meditations. So, first of all, I lit all the candles inside. Oh, I've been doing laundry, too. So I was, like, transferring the laundry, listening to my audiobook. I was lighting up, like, so I have to go through and I trim all the candles in the kitchen. I pick out my candle wax for the night. Last night, my candle wax, for the wax melter, I've been using a lot of the Yankee candle ones, but I think it was Mare that sent me these 2 different candle waxes from, it was either Mare or Marissa, I think it was Mare. And they're like candle waxes, I think it was for my birthday. And one of them is this coffee roast, and it is fantastic. Oh my God, I love it so much. So anyway, I got all that stuff ready so that I could just come inside and watch TV after I did my prayers and meditations. And so I had finished, on my walk, I finished the book, and I started the Lisa Unger, the Christmas book. So I was sitting out here and I was doing my prayers and meditations, and I literally, as I'm doing them, I just kind of like sit like this, and I just kind of like look out there, and that's when I'll see like the bunnies or whatever every once in a while. Now my eyesight's good, but it's not as great as it used to be, right? So I can see at night, here I'll just show you guys right now, you can see the water bowl. Okay, like this is the distance it is from me. So the water bowl is like here, do you see? Okay. So you can, I don't know if you can see, but it's got like this like cream color on the side of it. So at night, I can see the cream color, but that's really all I can see. Can you see Steve's, I have a funny story about Steve. His corn on the cob is over there too. So I'm sitting here, our hostas look pretty, don't they? So I'm sitting here last night, and I'm like almost finished up with my prayers and my gratitude list and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of sitting here like this, and I'm like, something keeps on kind of like glinting past the water bowl. And I'm like, Tanya had said something about fireflies. And then I can't remember who it was. I think actually it was Mare that sent me like this picture on Instagram of this tree that was filled with fireflies. And when I walk a lot at night, it's interesting because I saw some article about how fireflies are going to go extinct or something. I feel like I've seen more fireflies this year than I've seen in like the past 5 years. I love lightning bugs. We called them lightning bugs when I was growing up. I love lightning bugs. I love them. You want to talk about summer? Lightning bugs remind me of summer. So I was like, are there like lightning bugs like going over? I mean, I did not think the lightning bugs were the ones that were moving the water bowl. But I was like, are they just kind of like hovering over the water for some reason? And so I stood up, and when I stood up, it's like 2 lightning bugs went like that. And I was like, what's going on? So I turn on the flash on my phone, you know, like that thing right there. I turn it on and I look. Well, first of all, okay, so if you watch my video, my Peter Does Stuff video, did I turn that off? Yeah. There's like a hair scrunchie that's on the ground over there. Now, a lot of people are saying that maybe a bird brought it. People are saying that crows bring gifts to people that leave them food. I don't know where that hair scrunchie came from. There's no other gifts. I wish they'd bring me cash. But, so I'm sitting here. Now, there was the one night with the raccoons, okay? I'm out here a lot throughout the night. Like when Alex is asleep, our house is so small. So if anybody calls me, people call me throughout the night. You know, like Nikki and I will talk, Tanya and I will talk. Other friends, my sober friends will call me at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I come out here a lot, okay, throughout the night. I have not seen those raccoons but one night. I mean, that's why I was kind of convinced it wasn't the raccoons moving the water bowl. But the other thing was, I was like, why would they move the water bowl? Like, why would they, why would they intentionally, like, move it or push it somewhere? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, I didn't understand the motive behind, you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, why would they, what would be their intention on moving the water bowl? I didn't get it, right? Well, it all became very clear to me last night. I have never seen anything like, it was very sweet, you guys. I've never seen anything like I saw last night, okay? So, I walk over, and, well, first of all, so I stand up, and these two lights, and I'm like, what is that? So I turn on my light, because it's dark out here, right? And if you walk, like, halfway, like, down our walkway, like, all of the lights come up, and, like, so we've all got, like, the cameras and the lights and stuff, so all the lights go up. So I'm, like, halfway down when the lights go up. Their lights are the brightest next door, so their lights go up, and they shine, like, into my yard. And I look over, I'm like, y'all, it was this raccoon. I think it was bigger than the babies that were here the other night, but it wasn't like a full-grown raccoon. And it was literally like back like this in the water bowl. And I was like, what? Hi. I was like, hi, honey, what are you doing? And this raccoon just is like looking at me as it's just like in the water bowl, right? So I like start stepping away because I didn't want to scare it, you know? I wanted whatever it was doing. So I step away, and as I start stepping away, the raccoons are interesting to me because the one night that they were there in the tree and whatever, like, they kind of kept on going on about their business. Like, they were keeping an eye on me, but they kept on going about their business. And so I stepped away, and this raccoon is just wallowing in the like, and it's not, hardly even fitting in the water bowl, okay? And so then I come back here, and I'm like, looking up, like, do raccoons, like, will they get in water? And they're like, yes, they're swimmers, and they'll get in water if it's hot. I'm like, it was so hot and humid out last night. I thought, so that's what's going on. These raccoons are getting in my water bowl at night because they're so hot, and they're coming here for a buffet, and they're eating, and then they're cooling down. So now I want to put out, like, because she's got next door, she's got, like, this baby pool, not for her grandkids, but to put her plants in because she waters them from the bottom. I want to, like, get a tub of water out there, but I don't want to, like, I'm worried about the other, like, little animals that'll get into it. But I want to put a tub of water out there now for the raccoons to come swimming at night. Apparently they'll swim in pools, and they'll swim in ponds and lakes and creeks and all kinds of things. It was the sweetest thing, you guys. And I mean, it was in there for a while because I sat out here and I was like, and the lights, you know, like stay on for like 10 minutes and then they go off. And so I was sitting out here and I was like, I could see it. And I was just kind of like doing like this, kind of like it was trying to like cool down in this like little like water. It was so funny. And so, I mean, it was in here the whole time. And then finally I just like went inside. I was afraid I was going to scare it. So I like went inside and like I looked through the kitchen and like I couldn't see really from the kitchen. So I think it was in there for a while. But anyway, so the mystery of the water bowl is solved. The raccoons are cooling down in the water bowl, which is actually not anything that was even on my radar as far as a guess whatsoever. So I don't know. I kind of love that a little bit. That made me happy. So anyway, so then I went inside and what did I watch? Oh, I finished Big Brother. And then I watched an episode of Poker Face, which was about this guy that got Cop of the Year. That Gabby Hoffman is in it. Do you guys remember her from back in the day? So there's always like a guest star in it. Gabby Hoffman was in that like Now and Then movie or something. Do you guys remember that movie? Oh, she was in 200 Cigarettes too. How did I just remember that? She was Christina Ricci's friend. Did you ever see You've never seen the movie 200 Cigarettes? Oh my God, it's so good. About New Year's Eve. And so Gabby Hoffman and Christina Ricci are friends in high school, and they like lie to their moms and don't tell them they're going to this party in like New York City. I think they're from New Jersey. And they're like screaming, they're yelling at each other on the street. So 200 Cigarettes, which is a carton of cigarettes, is about like, Courtney Love is in it. Paul Rudd, I think, is in it. There's all these famous people in it. It's like all these cameo roles. But it's about, like, all these people, like, their New Year's Eve on New York City. It's great if you've never seen 200 Cigarettes. My friends and I loved that movie back in the day. Is that the one... What was River Phoenix's girlfriend's name? Martha Plimpton. Was that the one with Martha Plimpton? Why am I thinking that's a different movie? Where she's watching, like, The Summer of 42, and it says, love means never having to say you're sorry, and she throws her drink at the TV. She hosts this huge... Oh, they're all coming for Martha Plimpton's party. That is it. Look, 200 Cigarettes, Martha Plimpton. And she's so pissed because nobody will come to her party. It is her. It's gotta be. God, it's been so long since I saw that movie. I was gonna watch it last year or the year before, I think. Plimpton. So she hosts this huge party. Who's the singer that sings One Long Pair of Eyes? Robin Hitchcock? No, that's not who comes to it. Who's the singer that comes to her party at the very end? I used to love him in high school. Elvis Costello is in it too. So she hosts this huge party, but she passes out before anybody gets there. And so the very end of the party, at the very end of the movie, they're showing all these Polaroids of like what happened at the party, and she doesn't remember any of it. Yeah, here she is. It was so good. Do you guys remember that? Anyway, so Gabby Hoffman's in Poker Face. So I watched Poker Face, and then I started watching the next episode of Ozark that I'm on. And somebody texted me today that was watching my vlog, a friend of mine, and was like, you know how you like talk about being committed to things? I totally agreed with what he said. But I was like, I'm so far into it. Like, when I get like to a book, if I read past 100 pages, I'm going to finish it. But he was like, if you don't like Ozark, just stop watching it. And I totally understand that sentiment, and I 100% agree with that, and that's the exact same advice that I would give somebody else. But I don't know with Ozark. Like, so it was weird, because I put up on my Peter Watches TV Instagram last night, I put up that I was really struggling with it. You guys, I cannot tell you how many messages I got on Instagram when I posted that from people being like, oh, it was horrible, I couldn't finish it, I only got 2 episodes in. But then I also got a lot of messages from people that were like, hold in there, it gets so much better, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, I am so conflicted, I don't know. So I'm trying to watch like an episode a night. So I started watching half of it. Well, I had put those, I think I had put those, something like that on my Instagram last night, maybe Big Brother or something, I don't know. But anyway, oh, no. I think it was before that. People started sending me messages on Instagram about this new show that came out called... Why can't I even remember what it was called? I took a I saved a picture, hold on a second, of the... Untamed. Here it is. Untamed on Netflix. It's 6 episodes, and I think it just came out. July 17th. It came out yesterday. So I was like, I watched a trailer for it. I don't love to watch... So I'm now doing Ozark, Poker Face, and Outer Banks. Outer Banks is 4 seasons, so I think that'll probably carry me through the rest of the summer. Ozark is 4 seasons, so that'll probably carry me through the rest of the summer. Poker Face I'm trying to finish in the next week or 2. And then I'm going to watch like True Crime and Limited Series. I also have to finish 1,000 Pound Roomies because I want to do my reactions to that and just like tie that show up because I know it's going to come back. It was so good this season. So... I was like watching a trailer. I don't like to watch trailers all the way through because sometimes then they ruin the show for me. So I was like, I don't want to watch the trailer all the way through for Untamed. But I started watching it and I was like, oh, this looks really good. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Dark Winds, a little bit on AMC, which if you guys have watched my vlogs for a while, you know I love Dark Winds. Dark Winds is like a mystery thriller that takes place in the 70s. And it's just fantastically done. And it also deals with a lot of social issues. And I love any kind of thriller that also deals with social issues. I think that's why I like S.A. Cosby's writing right now. I need to read King of Ashes, this newest one. But I got these Christmas books done, and then I want to do the Alex Cross books. So anyway, that's my plan. I'm going to do the Christmas books. The Christmas books are short, and I'm really liking this one so far. And then and Nikki and I are going to make frozen hot chocolate. Well, she already made it. I got to get the ingredients to make frozen hot chocolate. I think I'm going to do a video about it on my Peter Does Stuff channel next week, because I haven't done a cooking video in a while. But anyway, the Christmas books are kind of fun to read in July. Get all ready for like the cold, spooky seasons. So anyway, so I started watching it last night. I don't even know what time that was. Well, it would have been late. Well, yeah, I didn't even get up. I don't even know when I started watching TV last night. 2 to 3, I finished Big Brother. 3 to 4, yeah, it would have been about that. 3 to 4, I probably watched Poker Face. And then like 4 to 6:30 or whatever. And this is including like going down, folding laundry, doing this kind of stuff. I watched Untamed. You guys, it is a really, really good binge-worthy show. If you're looking for a thriller, it's about this girl that goes missing, and I think the Yosemite National Park. And I mean, it is like all mountains and stuff, and it's about this guy that's like the sheriff of Yosemite National Park, and this girl goes missing, and they're trying to identify, or she doesn't go missing, she dies. That happens in the very first like 2 minutes of it. And so they're trying to, it's an investigation into like who is she and what happened to her. It is fantastically done. And I'm watching it, and like he has this new like, this like sheriff, that like deputy that like works with him, and I'm like, how do I know her? Like she was like a main character. The camera stopped. I'm like, she was a main character in something that I watched, and for the life of me, I could not remember what she was in. So I was like looking up the cast. I was like, who is this guy? This guy, the main character is so good looking. And I was like, who is it? It's Eric Bana. I don't even know that I could name one thing that Eric Bana was in back in the day, but he's 3 years older than me. I need to glow up like that. I was saying this in my drama video today. I need like one of them Yellowstone blow ups. I already got the beard and the white hair, trucker hat. I need like one of them. I like Western shirts. You know, I think I just need a horse and a complete change of everything else about me. I want to be a cowboy. You know what I mean? I want to be one of them cowboys like on Yellowstone, and oh my God, like that guy on Dark Winds. Who does he play? Hold on, Dark Winds cast. Hold on a second. I'm gonna tell you, this guy is so good. What is his name? Zach McLaren. He plays Joe Leaphorn. Do you guys know this guy? Oh my God, he is so fine. That guy is so good looking. We're all like about the same age. He's 58. Why is it saying is Zach McLaren sober? Oh, he's 25 years clean and sober. Oh my God. I mean, this man is so good looking. He is so good looking. Okay, so anyway. And there was just something about him too on the show. Like the way he like, I don't know, like, well, he and his wife had some issues this season, but he's always like so loving and respectful of his wife, and it's just his demeanor, and he's just like, I don't know, there's just something about, it's not just his looks, it's how he just moves in the world, you know? But anyway, so this gal on this show, I'm like watching it, this is where I start looking up the cast, because I'm like, oh, she's from La Brea. I look it up and she's from La Brea, which I totally forgot about that show. Eric Bana, what has he been in that I knew from back in the day? Because I looked him up last night. Comedian. So this is Eric Bana. I think he's got a beard and stuff on the show, but anyway, he's 56, or he'll be 57. What do I know him from? The Hulk, Troy, The Dry, Black Hawk Down, I saw that, but I haven't seen most of these movies. I don't know any of these movies. Oh, he was in Finding Nemo? Okay. Deadfall, King Arthur. I mean, I know his name, but how do I know him? Chippendale? Rescue Rangers? I don't know how I know this. I mean, I don't know how I know him. Like, what's he most famous for? Does anybody know? What made Eric Bana famous? He gained popularity for making impressions of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Tom Cruise, and Columbo. In 1996, he started his own show titled Eric, then launched a comedy series titled, I never knew any of this. But anyway, so I started watching Untamed last night. It is really, really good, you guys. I mean, to the point where I last night, in all honesty, it was like 6:15 and I was getting to the end of the episode, the second episode, and I was like, you could just stay up and just binge watch this thing, then sleep all day tomorrow. You could binge watch, this is my plan. I was like, I'm going to binge watch it, then I'm going to turn around, I'm going to do a reaction to it for my TV Watches channel, then I'm going to make my vlog, and then I'm going to go to bed for the night, and then get up tomorrow night and watch. That was going to be my plan today. It sounds like a fantastic plan, doesn't it? That sounds like fun though, doesn't it? But anyway, I didn't do that. I only watched 2 episodes, and I was like, I'll just save it for this weekend. So this guy, God love him in this heat, he just keeps on running back here and back there. He looks like he's about my age. He just ran by here a couple minutes ago. You can't miss him. He's got on this bright turquoise blue shirt and these bright blue shorts. You can't miss him, these bright blue Hokas. He keeps on running by here. I mean, pretty fast, too. Can you hear him? There's no way. It is hot and humid out. There's just no way. Iced coffee. It's my favorite coffee cup of life. I love this so much. Anyway, so then I went to bed. I got into bed and then Alex's alarm went. I was almost asleep and Alex's alarm went off. Oh, so he did have a meeting this morning. I thought his meetings were all like they were just gonna like be over her house and they're gonna congregate over there and be over there all day long. Cause he made a joke and so we're doing like office meetings by our pool. Well, all of them have office meetings in the morning on Friday and then they just like, they're all, cause they work like 10 or 12 hour days through the week. So then most of Friday afternoons, most of them are off. I think the offices are closed. So he was like, we're just going to be over there at the pool. But I didn't realize he had meetings this morning. So he had 2 meetings this morning he had to get up for. And then he went over there, I don't even know what time it was, 12, somewhere between 12 and 1. I don't even remember him leaving. Hardly. Hardly. So then I got up today and, I mean, I was just, our house was hot. The upstairs is so hot. I mean, I like had all the blankets off of me. I just was like, oh my God, I'm so hot. I was really struggle busting when I got up this morning. And so I honestly was like, well, maybe I'll just vlog. Maybe I'll just, vlog and then take my walk early. Although, like towards the end of my walk last night when the sun was almost going down and stuff like that, it was cooler. The problem is, obviously I like taking my walk when it's cooler. But then I get back so late is the problem. I'd rather take my walk like 6:30, 6 or 6:30, and then, if I walk 2 hours, that's 8 o'clock. But it's so hot, right? It's so humid right now. To walk 2 hours in this heat, to even walk an hour is a lot. So, anyway, I was like, I got some water, came out here to my prayers and meditations and stuff, and I was sitting out here, and Steve the squirrel was in the tree. And I noticed that, I hadn't filled the bird feeders out this morning. And I noticed that most of the bird feeders were done, and he was, working on his corn on the cob down there. But almost all the corn was off of it that I put out yesterday. So he was working on the corn on the cob, so I was going to get him another corn on the cob. I like to, when I fill the bird feeders, for him, because he uses the wood one that, hangs in the tree. He likes to sit in it and just eat. So in that one, I put this critter combo that I got that's fruit and nuts. He likes that one the most. He likes either the unshelled peanuts, which I actually just bought a bag of all unshelled peanuts, so that should be coming soon. And then he likes the unshelled peanuts or, oh, there's Tiger. Hey, good, I like your hat. He likes the unshelled peanuts or he likes the fruit and whatever. Okay, so I think I figured out something. So, on my video yesterday when I was doing film of him, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but this is my theory, okay? He was wagging his tail. And so somebody commented on my video and said something about that's him acting aggressive if squirrels wag their tail. So I looked it up and it does say that. It said that they can either be excited, that they're territorial, or they're being predatory and aggressive because they're trying to they're threatened or something like that, right? Okay. Now, every time that I go out there to film it, when he does that, I'm like this. So today, I'm out there, because he usually sits just a foot above me, and he just watches everything I do. Only when I've been filming do I notice his tail going crazy, okay? So I'm sitting out there, and my neighbors came home. So I was talking to the griller for a little bit, and then he went inside, and then his wife was coming out here, and she was like, would you want to do a garden tour today? Well, this is when I thought we were still doing dinner. So I was like, I can't do it because she was later this afternoon when the sun starts, when it gets the shadows cast, she's because the colors are really pretty in the flowers and stuff. And I was like, can we maybe do it tomorrow or Monday? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. I said, because we're having dinner tonight. We were supposed to go to this place called Thai Villa. And she was like, I called it something else. Or maybe I called it Thai Villa, and she was like, off of such and such. And I was like, yeah. She goes, oh my God, that's our favorite Thai place. I've never been there. Alex loves it. That's where we were supposed to go tonight. And so then I was telling her I was real excited about that. And she's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm just I don't know. I'm just struggling, getting started. I don't know. I'm just tired. She's like, well, you sure are dedicated to those bird feeders. She's like, you're out here every day, cleaning the water bowl, putting the, she's like, I love it. And so I was filling it, and I looked up, and Steve was literally, I literally just I was filling the finch feeder, and I looked up, because she said something about the squirrel. I can't remember what she said. She said something about oh, you're so dedicated to that squirrel, and I said, oh, Steve, and I kind of turned and looked, and he was right there, right? So I said, oh my God, you want to see this? I said, he's literally right here. And I almost went to like, because my phone was like inside, I was like gonna come up and go inside and get my phone and start filming it. And so she started kind of walking. I said, do you want to see him? And she's like, is he like right there? I said, yeah, he's like a foot away from me. So, I mean, if I was here, I mean, I could have touched him. No wagging of the tail, nothing. So I'm sitting there, and this is no different than most days. Like, he's always like, he'll run up the tree a little bit when I'm putting the food down, but then he kind of like, as I'm putting the food down, he like runs down. And so, she comes over and she's like, oh my God, he's like right there. And so I was holding the food in my hand, and he like walked down. She's like, he's walking up to you. And I said, I know. I said, I was a little worried yesterday. I said, because like I put this video stuff up and whatever, and he was like wagging his tail. And I said, you know, I looked it up, and that means that they're like kind of like maybe scared or something like that. And she's like, did you have your phone when you were doing it? And I said, yeah. She goes, well, maybe he doesn't know what that is. And now you just have food. I was like, oh my God, like, I really never thought of that. Like, when I have my phone out, it's like my phone's like this when I'm filming it, right? And maybe he doesn't know what that is, or he doesn't understand what the phone is or something. But so then she started walking towards the street, and he came down and like literally was like, oh my God, you guys, it was so sweet. He was literally like sitting right at my feet, and he was like this. And I took the corn from my hand and I went it down, and he stepped in. I mean, she turned around and she said, Peter, you literally, like, that squirrel is like right. I said, Steve the squirrel. And she's like, oh my God, he came right up to you. It was the sweetest thing, you guys. So anyway, so then I tried to like move real slowly because I didn't want to scare him and stuff. So I filled the bird feeders and whatever and got him all done. I waited a little bit on like the other bird feeders because I wanted him to like enjoy his stuff. So let me show you the new bird feeder, okay, real quick. So I'm not in love with it, in all honesty. So now, there's the bathtub of the raccoons. Now, the finch feeder today, so I just filled it up a little bit ago, but you can see the finch feeder is like, they love these little things to sit on the little birds. Okay, so now this is where Steve sits, and you can see it's like a mixture that I put in there of like the corn and like the bird feed. He really likes the nuts and berries stuff, but he'll sit like right here on this branch. So this is how he sits. Okay, so he sits in this branch with his head in there, and then he just kind of like lays there. Is he up in the tree right now? I think he's gone for the day. Okay, so this is my favorite bird feeder. I was kind of thinking the raccoons are getting into this because it was like kind of like empty this morning. But I mean, this like locks into place. I don't know how the raccoons would get into this unless they just like do that. But it doesn't move as fast as the other one did. So remember I had the wood one? So this is my new one. It's plastic and glass. So, well, this part down here is metal. No, it's not, it's plastic. When the birds land on this, it wobbles so much, they get real nervous. It holds quite a bit of bird feed. I'll have to tell you right now, I have a feeling the raccoon, oh yeah, it's got a lock in place somehow. Well, I'm going to have to figure that out, because I have a feeling the raccoons are going to be able to get in. Oh, see? It has to lock into place. Oh, there is a lock mechanism on it. Okay, well, I'm going to come out there and figure that out in just a second, but... Field trip. Anyway, it's been a bird kind of day. But the birds are back. The ducks are not back. But the birds have been back, and they are back on the bird feeders. They've been out there most of the day. So now, I'm thinking about... So I have this friend of mine. He posts all this stuff on the Facebook about the squirrel outside of his office. It's 2 squirrels, I think. And he would like open his office doors. It's kind of hard to explain. His office is kind of like, anyway, it's like all open air and stuff like that. So he would open the doors, and he doesn't live in Indiana. And he would like put like squirrel food down, and then the squirrels would come in to his office. And so we like named the squirrels and stuff. This was about the same time that I was getting. So anyway, he bought this whole, like, had this thing made for this like squirrel house. He's got it outside of his office now, and they come to visit him every day. So I'm like, I'm gonna start putting the peanuts up the walkway to get Steve to come up here and be like, well, hi, how are you? But I also like, I love that that's his tree, you know? Like Steve knows that's his tree. It's so cute, like when I feed him, he just looks down at me the whole time. Like, what are you doing? I think he thinks I'm his dad. I do. I think he thinks I'm his dad and that I'm like, you know, coming there to feed him every day and stuff like that. So it's very sweet. And the raccoon was so sweet last night too. I know people are like, don't encourage the raccoons. Raccoons are mean and stuff like that. The raccoons have been sweet to me. Like they have not, I mean, I only saw, now it's 2 nights I've seen him. But the raccoon that was wallowing in, I mean, I'm going to fill it tonight. I'm going to fill that water bowl up tonight. So if it gets hot outside, that raccoon can sit in there and have like a little cool bath all night long. I love it. But anyway, yeah, and then today I was like, I've been wanting to do a TV reaction video to several shows. Sirens, The Waterfront, Squid Game. And I was like, I think after that was when I started filming when Alex had texted me and said that our plans for tonight was canceled. The battery just went to the halfway mark. Because his friend was sick or whatever and that she had to cancel for tonight. So I said, that's when we were like, are you going to stay there later? He's like, yeah, probably, and blah, 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 whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to film some videos and go for my walk. Don't worry about it, you know, whatever. And so he said, okay. So I was like, I filmed a drama video. Well, what I filmed and what I thought I was going to film were 2 completely different things. So the drama video is in there uploading. But I got done with the drama video, and Nikki was texting me, and Tani was texting me, and everybody was like kind of telling me what they were doing. And I thought, I just want to watch shows and watch and vlog and read tonight. Tomorrow, Alex has got a bridal shower. I think it's at like 2, and then I think it's at like noon or 2. Well, he had a brunch and a bridal shower. A brunch with a friend of his that he tries to see like once every other month, and his bridal shower. He's like, I can't do both of them unless I move one of them. So he'll probably be gone the better part of the afternoon tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, so I don't usually film on Saturdays or Sundays, but I'm like, I think I'm going to film this Saturday and Sunday. So unless I wake up tomorrow and I'm just like, I don't feel like filming anything. But if I finish Untamed tonight, I'll do my reaction to that tomorrow. Or I might watch one of the train wrecks and react to that tomorrow. But yeah, I think I am going to film a little bit tomorrow, because I don't usually film on Saturdays, and I know some people watch. It's interesting whenever I ask this question, like when you watch videos, people will say, I don't watch videos through the week, I catch up on the weekends, or other people will say, I don't ever watch videos on the weekends, I always watch it during the week. So there's like no rhyme or reason to it, you know? I don't really care, just watch my videos, I appreciate it. But anyway, tonight, when I get done with this, I am going to, I'm going to render this, and then I'm going to go for my walk as long as I can. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. My goal is to get back to the 2 hours again. But if I don't, you know, like right now I'm trying to like a minimum, because the other night I did like 36 minutes or something like that. I'm trying to do a minimum of an hour. But if I would like to be at like consistently like 2 hours, if I can get back to that. Part of it is I just felt so great. I mean, I still do feel good, but like when I was walking 2 hours over, I mean, I felt so good. It was like the endorphins were kicking in. I felt so good. So as soon as the video is rendered and ready to upload, I'm going to go on my walk and I'm listening to this Christmas book. I think I have exactly like 2 hours left of it. So I'll probably finish this one tonight and then start how many hours do I have left of this Christmas book? Oh, I have exactly 2 hours left of it. So I will probably finish this tonight, and then Alex and I will maybe watch RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm going to watch Untamed and read a little bit. I mean, he may have to go to bed early tonight, depending on what time, I don't know what time his bridal shower and stuff is tomorrow. So I'm going to sleep in, and then I'm going to get up and film some videos and stuff. But anyway, I should go in and, you know what I'm going to do really quick, actually? Well, hold on a second. Let me see if I've got, it's just like blue hearts, or if people like left a bunch of comments on my, whew, bugs on my vlog. Oh no, there are some comments on here. I think I'm going to go in and I am going to, I have another battery. So, the bugs. I'm going to put the new battery in. Because I just have to tell you, I'm going to put the new battery in, I'm going to answer some comments, and then I will tie this vlog up. I just have to tell you, these have become quickly my new favorite color of the Birkenstock, the plastic Birkenstocks. I love them so much. Okay, let me stop this and put the new battery in, and I will be back in 2 and 2. And we're back. Okay, you guys ready for some Responding to comments. Okay. Teresa said, my friend's dad is one of the Golden Bachelors, so I gotta watch it even though I don't like the changes they've made to Bachelor in Paradise this year. I've got to get caught up on, I was talking about that yesterday. That's another show I got to get caught up on this weekend. I feel like if I watch a half an hour here, once I get into it, I really like it. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's not a movie, but it's a 2 hour, I mean, it's like a Peter Monn vlog. I don't know, Teresa, if you were the one that reached out to me when I was watching The Golden Bachelor that told me the personal story, but if you're not, there are several people that watch my vlogs that have connections to people that were on The Golden Bachelor. So, I don't know if that was you or not. Claire said, you were talking about the origins of the Don't Cry. Did I shared the whole story though, didn't I, yesterday? Oh, I didn't finish it, did I? Okay, so my ex and I were doing these paintings, and about sadness. I didn't finish the story, thank you, Claire. So we were doing what our impression of sadness was. This is so corny. Okay, I mean, I don't know why this... Of all the stories I've told on YouTube, like, this is one of the stories that has, like, clicked the most with people. I don't know why. But anyway. So. At the end of it, he's like, let's show each other our paintings that we did. My ex he's a fantastic artist. And so he did this painting of, like, looking out over the ocean on, like, a very overcast day. It was very sad. I still have the painting. It's a gorgeous painting. But anyway, looking out over the ocean on a very sad day. I think he ended up having it framed for me. Probably because I would cry if I... So anyway, I didn't realize, I think in the moment, like, how literal and serious we were being about this. Like, I thought this was just kind of like a fun activity. I don't know. Maybe I did. I'm not a good artist at all. Like, I took all these art classes. I wanted to be an art student. I don't have it in me. So anyway... I'm probably better at latch hook. Do you remember latch hook? I used to always buy those latch hook kits, and then he and I would always go to the craft stores. So back in the day, on a Sunday, we gained so much weight together. On a Sunday, if we didn't go out of town to go to the casino or visit his friends in Seymour, we would go to the Forbidden City Buffet, which is hands down the best Chinese buffet that there has ever been in the entire world. I love in Indianapolis, it used to be at Clearwater, the Forbidden City Buffet. And then afterwards, because we knew we were going to go home, so we would go to, like, Best Buy, and we would buy, like, some show. Like, this was before streaming, so we would watch, like, the early seasons of Amazing Race, Project Runway, America's Next Top Model, because we watched reality shows. We also started Lost this way, and that's not a reality show, but that was later in our relationship. But we would, like, buy a box set of a TV show at Best Buy, and then we would just binge watch it on the weekends. So we would also go to, like, Michael's craft store, and he would buy something crafty to do, like, while we were watching the show, and I would always buy a latch hook. Hey, how are you? That's like your 5th lap.
I know.
It's humid as hell out, too.
It's a nice little loop.
It's like running and running and running. Anyway, so I would always buy, like, a latch hook. I don't know what it was about latch hooks. My mom needle pointed when I was growing up as a kid. And I liked needle point, but it was like the holes were too small. You know, so I always bought the latch hook. I like that. I think I like the hook thing. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the Don't Cry. So anyway, okay. So I turned my painting around to show him. It's like this giant eye. I mean, it's bad. It's like something you doodle in, like, a notebook in school. It's this giant eye, and then down the side, it's like got these big teardrops going down. And across the top and down the side, it says, "Don't cry." Sadness, okay? My ex thought it was the most hilarious thing in the entire world. And so forever, he would say it this way. He'd go, "Don't cry." He didn't sound like that at all, okay? But he would say, like, he'd go, "Don't cry." It came up again because Caroline is wanting to do those, that she got it on TikTok or something, where you, like, look at each other and you paint each other and then you show each other the picture. She's like, she thinks we should do that for a video and people would love it. So I was telling her about the Don't Cry with my ex, because she knew my ex really well, because he was, you know, part of my life for 6.5 years. But anyway, so so I think I was telling the story that day, and that's how, like, the resurgence of the don't cry story. But throughout our relationship after that, like, if I got upset about something, he'd look at me and, like, to take me out of it in an instant, he'd go, don't cry. And just, like, there were two things. We had all these different, like, little stupid catchphrases, but one of the other things were, we were driving to some casino. I think it was in French Lick, Indiana. And we were so hungry. And we pulled into this, like, gas station. It's like, I mean, Indiana is, in the side roads of Indiana are full of these gas stations that are, like, bait shops. But then they have, like, fries, chicken fingers, and pizza. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? These kind of things. And so, outside, I said, oh, we were, like, so hungry. And I said, this is before I was a vegetarian. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, I'm so hungry. And they have chicken fingers. What else do you think they have? And there was a sign outside that said, it said this, literally, the sign, okay? It said, pretty much roasted or broasted? I think it said broasted. Pretty much roasted chickens, and it was like $12.99 or something. And he goes, I mean, we're sitting right in front of the sign at the gas station, right? And I go, oh my God, they have chicken fingers. That sounds so good. What else do you think they have? And he goes, pretty much roasted chicken. And I go, what? And he goes, pretty much roasted chickens. So that was like, don't cry and pretty much roasted chickens were like our thing. Alex and I have so many things like, that's just, you know, when you're in a relationship. Anyway, that's the story of don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Thank you, Claire, for reminding me that I didn't finish that story. Because I needed to, because everybody needs to know that story. It's like the Lena. Whenever I say happy birthday, Lena, now we figured out Lena's birthday. But when I say happy birthday, Lena, and there's still people that are like, who's Lena? I'm like, I have told that story. I'm not telling the Lena story again. It's a stupid story anyway. I mean, it's stupid, and it's my story. Elise put smiley faces. JoJo Country Girl said, I loved all the neighborhood chatter. Nika said, shout out to my home state of West Virginia. JoJo said, Peter, you are a very attractive. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Chelsea said, hey, I live on the Outer Banks. Oh, God, I heard it looks beautiful in the show. Greta said, I hope you can give yourself some grace and remember the big things you have learned and lived through the past years. You are doing great. I really appreciate that. You know, like, in the moment, like in prayer, meditation, or, you know, just like I mean, I really just sit in like conscious meditation and think about things. Like in that moment, I'm pretty good about that. I think it's in the little things where I beat myself up more. You know, I think we all do that. Destiny said, we love you and your videos. This is my favorite little corner of the YouTube. Take care of yourself. Oh, thank you. She said first. Thank you. Marissa said, I have a walking pad and I really like it. I also have a mini stair stepper. Also like it. Marissa, will you link in this video, just say the stair stepper that I bought and I liked is because, or just say what the title of it is, because people ask all the time. So let people know what it is. And that's not committing to you. Like, I mean, listen, just say what the name is. Don't put a link, because I don't think YouTube lets links go through on my channels. Well, I think I have it, like, so you can't put links on my channels. But, so if you could actually just, like, say what the name of, because a lot of people ask me, like, what the walking pad that you got. I don't dislike mine. It's just very basic. So I don't know that I would be like, yeah, I love this walking pad. So you let people know what your walking pad is you like. Stephanie said, my 12-year-old niece and my 53-year-old boyfriend both love Outer Banks. That's got to be a good sign that it's a show everyone will enjoy. So Tanya and I were talking about last night. She hasn't watched it, but she said her husband Eric loves it. She said it's like he like binge watched the whole thing. She called it a family show. I go, Tanya, it's not really a family show. She goes, well, it is kind of. I go, you haven't even watched it. I think you're such a real, genuine person, and you are so kind, wise, and thoughtful that people want to come back to hear what you have to say. Your vlogs are therapeutic to me. They calm me. They make me reflect on myself and work on myself. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. Christy, thank you for the vlog. Reminder to watch The Valley. Love you. I need to watch The Valley because so much drama is coming out about it. I think last year, I don't know if I watched every episode when it came out. No, Alex binge watched it afterwards. I got to get caught up on it. I will. Kara said, I loved your IG stories of the walk. Terry said, and dear Peter, there is a subtle difference between a human doing and a human being. I think it does begin with our not being so hard on ourselves, giving ourselves a space to be the human being. Have a great weekend. I love that. I absolutely love that. I needed to hear that. Thank you. So I'm going to go practice being a human being, not a human doing. I loved that. Thank you so much, Terry. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow. If I don't film videos on my other channels, I'll definitely vlog tomorrow, obviously. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Friday and a fantastic beginning to your weekend. Let me know what shows you're watching, what TV shows you're watching, what books you're reading. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Happy birthday, Lena.